Hey everyone, I am coming to you live. I am not there, but both these teams are. They're at the Blake Arena, home of Springfield College. And today we have Springfield versus William and Mary. I am Akash Modi. I'm here with my co-commentator, Christian Marsh.
Hello.
If you want to introduce yourself, yep.
Hello, yeah, I'm Christian Marsh. I was on the team from 2019 until 2023, and I'm excited to be here with y'all today.
The William and Mary team specifically. And I was a member of the Stanford men's gymnastics team quite a while ago, 2013 to 2017. All right, everyone, I'm really excited for this ECAC matchup today. Today we have Springfield, head coach Matthew Davis, assistants Christian Wilkie Jr. and Norm Bouleries. And Springfield is ranked number 4 in the ACAC. Their NQS, National Qualifying Score, is 373.867. Their high team score so far this year is a 381.85. Then we have William and Mary, head coach Mike Powell, and assistant Bo Morris. They are ranked number 6 in the ECAC. Their NQS 365.45 and a high team score this year of 370.9. Yeah, I'm excited. It is going to be a good competition today. These two teams, East Coast teams, they've been having good seasons so far. We're about midway through the season now, and I think we're getting started on floor here with Timothy Templeton. All right, let's take a look. He's stepping in the corner. First routine.
Timmy's a great tumbler. This should be exciting.
Wow, huge full in. Nice, double full. He's got good presence on the floor. I like his transitions. Looks confident. Wow. Solid triple full. All right, he's a back twister. I like it. Nice triple Russian for that non-acrobatic skill that he has to do. And another one, a press. It's nice to break up the routine a bit like that. Lay half, front full. Dick. Alright. Dismount. 2.5. Ooh, just a small hop there. That was a great routine to start off with. If that's the starting routine, man, Springfield's got a good floor lineup coming up. What do you think, Christian?
Oh, for sure. Springfield's a great team of tumblers. Timmy's, fantastic example of that. And no, this will be very exciting to watch back and forth. And Dominic Romallo, who seems to be anchoring today, awesome to see him back on the floor. He has just gorgeous lines, great tumbling, super precise landing. So it'll be fun to watch the back and forth as these two tumble head to head.
Yeah, honestly, I really like the new dual format. The meet moves faster. You get to kind of get like a back and forth. Um, it's really fun to watch, and the judges move faster, which is nice.
Absolutely. It's a super engaging format. The head to head. It feels like there's no offense or defense in gymnastics, but it certainly feels like it when you're head to head like this.
Yeah. All right, Malcolm Baytop getting started for William Mary. Ooh, big double front, almost stuck it. Nice. Light front full. Drop it into these landings.
Malcolm's another one who truly embraces his floor presence, and it works for him. He's super bouncy. He looks light out there. He looks like he's having fun, and he looks great while he's doing it.
Yeah, I was gonna say these coaches are doing something right because first two guys are looking, so confident on floor. Nice. Ooh, really stick. And another stick.
Sticky feet when meets.
Nice. All right, we heard that bell. That means he's got 10 seconds left. Nice. Nice. I like that saying, sticky feet when it meets. I was always, honestly, as a gymnast, I struggled with that. Those landings were tough for me, but these guys are doing a fantastic job. I mean, awesome.
Malcolm's not only a strong floor guy, he's also a graduate student, and he's one of the smartest guys I've ever met in my entire life. He's a four-time provost winner, which is a high achieving academic award at our school. Also, four-time first-team All-America Scholar athlete. So just exceptionally bright on and off the field.
Yeah, that's what I love about the gymnastics community. We're putting so much effort and time into the sport, and that kind of translates back to academics too. Everyone's working hard and just trying to be the best they can.
Big ol' 13.25 from Timmy Templeton first. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a huge starting score. Full in, second pass. Ooh, good landing. Took a few hops. Followed out with a double tuck, kicked out of it, making it look easy.
3 double flipping passes, first three passes. That's awesome. Big tumbling.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, I love it. I love this. Mana to a V. So nice. He does it with the flat hands too. I see a lot of people go on their fingertips or lift up on their palms. His flat hands. Nice. Ooh, almost out of bounds. It's a little far. I can't tell. I don't think he went out of bounds.
I don't think I saw a flag.
Yeah, I don't think I did. Nice routine, though. Way to go.
There we go. He's going to be happy with that.
Yeah. Man, these guys are crushing it. Just solid routine after solid routine.
Yeah, and it's what they got to do. It's a battle of attrition like this. Springfield and William Mary have a great back and forth. We're typically, battling each other for that NCAA qualification spot, and so there's a lot of respect between the athletes for the gymnastics that we're doing because at the end of the day, we're all doing the same sport. We have the same goal, and we want our best to be better than the other guys. So hit after hit's the only way you can get there.
Yeah. Will Harrington, huge double way out to begin with. A little too much juice. Kind of stumbled a bit out of it. Into a huge double tuck free. Wow, he's got some power.
Well, yeah, an exceptionally powerful tumbler. He even dismounts with a full twisting double back.
Wow. I'm ready for that.
He was great for us on floor last year, and it's just great watching him tumble.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm having fun. Nice. Whip half, front leg full.
He should be
like
gearing up for the dismount here.
Yep.
Big deep breath before he goes for this big tumbling pass to end with. He's going to try his best to set it up here.
Wow. 3-2. He didn't even use his hands, pull himself in to get more rotation. That's massive.
I know, it's great. They're going to be happy with that one. He did a great job there.
Yeah. That was fantastic.
And they're keeping the pressure on each other. Hit.
Let's see. Malcolm had a 12-9 on floor for William & Mary earlier, keeping it real close. 13-2-5 for Timmy and 12-9 for Malcolm. So, I mean, that's 3.5 tenths between the two first routines. That's essentially nothing.
And that's right on par for Malcolm. Malcolm averaged about a 12-9 last season. So
nice. You got all the numbers, Christian. I love the numbers.
I do. I love to keep the stats on all the guys if I can.
Yeah.
Is Will up next? Oh, I love Will. Really fun guy.
Yeah. I'm ready for some fun floor, too. Whoa! Double to start.
And he kicked out. He had time on that.
Oh, yeah. Double front, too. I mean, he's kicking these out like it's nothing. Nice. Double full to stick. 2 sticks. Sticky feet win meet.
You know it.
Beautiful. Gogolazzi. That's that flare up to handstand back down. And
love
into a
seeing the
press.
Pommel horse work on floor.
Yeah. I was always a circling fan myself. Did some Gogolazzis and triple Russians back in the day.
I took the swallow route, big rings guy, so I just did Maltese on the floor. Anywhere they'd let me.
Hey, you gotta play to your strengths.
He's cooking through this routine.
Oh, there's that stick.
Mmm.
Wow, he's happy. I mean, that was huge. That was an absolutely fantastic routine.
And now I am speechless. That was wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
Great set from Will. Oh, it looked like Sam Kaplan did go out of bounds on that last pass. I see the neutral deduction.
Yeah, 3/10 neutral deduction. So if you stick 1 foot out of bounds, it's only 1/10, but 3/10 if both feet go out of bounds or if you land out of bounds. So it looks like he probably got 2 feet out. Still 13.25, even with that 3/10 neutral deduction. That's pretty huge.
Sam was great for them last year. He's an all-arounder, and he does really well at it, too.
Yeah. Awesome.
So now we've got Gavin Zabrowski up next. Fresh from the William & Mary tribe.
Ooh. Man, that's tough. He went for the same big double-double that we saw from Will just before. Had a good one, just opened a little early.
Yeah, seems like he said just a little too far back.
Yeah. Picking it up really well, that Rudy, and then the front full. Good landings, nice and clean.
So what's going through his head now is minimize, right? He wants to have as few deductions as possible to try and make up for the fall that he had earlier in the set, right? So your end goal is the same, but that attention to detail is going to be all that much sharper.
Yeah, absolutely. These guys are doing 5 up, 5 count, which means 5 guys up on each event, and every routine counts. So every 10th counts. You know, he knows he's already got a fall. That's in the past. Move on and, you know, do the best you can with the rest of the routine. 2.5 front tuck.
Seems like the punch was a little off, but
Good
he's able
start.
to work with it. Good air
Yeah.
awareness.
And finishes off with a triple. Nice.
It is such a tough skill to dismount with. I am always impressed by anyone who's able to get 3 twists around at the end of their set.
Looks like Will Harrington's score came in 12.55. All right. So
He
he starts
also
from
improved one of those neutral deductions.
yeah, I see that. Also 3/10. He starts from a 14.5, same start value as Malcolm we saw earlier. Almost around the same score except for that 3/10 reduction. And Evan turned up big full in to start. 2.5 layout, nice. He gets connection bonus for that pass because he did a value skill into a B or higher without twists on at least one of the skills. Again, I'm just really impressed with this kind of open word of presence on floor. All these athletes, they just look confident. They look deliberate in all the movements they're taking, not just like, oh, I do the pass, make sure that the gymnastics is really good, and then get into the corners, whatever. It's fun to watch.
That intentional excellence is what makes a routine great.
Yeah, absolutely. Nice triple fuller finish. He's loving it. that was awesome. Like you said before, that triple full finish is hard. 3 twists, getting 3 twists around is not easy, especially at the end of a routine.
No, not at all. I was not much of a twister. I opted for a double back tuck instead. Less thinking for me. I just had to throw my knees over my head. I can't imagine having to set properly with my chest and then set up to wrap in 3 twists at the end of a 5-6 pass routine. I could never. It's extremely impressive, and to have the air awareness to be able to find the landing and consistently land it well enough so that it is worth doing as a dismount is very impressive.
Yeah, I mean, none of the 2 we've seen so far, we didn't see them twisting all the way into the ground. There was a clear finish the triple full, looking for the landing, intentionally trying to finish that skill instead of just, oh, can I make this around? And that's really impressive.
Looks like the score for Gavin Zabrowski is in 12-2. 15 start value. Wow, that's the highest we've seen so far. Big set from the freshman.
Yeah, if not for that mishap on the opening pass, the double, I mean, that would have been a mid-13, pretty big. And actually, we did see a mid-13 here from Will Wilson on Springfield. He put together a fantastic routine. 13.7 is great score for Springfield.
Well deserved.
Yeah.
Well, we've got graduate student Garrett Kaziski, another big tumbler like Will. He has just excellent presence and form in his gymnastics in the air. He's just unmatched.
Yeah, too much power there. The double Arabian double. I mean, like you're saying, that looked beautiful. He just had too much.
It's time to
Kept
add a
running
twister,
out.
add a flip.
Seriously.
But I like
Why not
to
both?
tell the guys in the gym. Exactly. Garrett's actually he's a transfer from Minnesota. He was on the Golden Gophers team up until their program was unfortunately eliminated during COVID. And he finished his undergraduate degree and then continued his academic and athletic career at William & Mary. So he's in his final year for the Tribe as he finishes up his master's program in business.
It's awesome. That's tough to do. Graduate student doing collegiate gymnastics. That's really tough.
He's got plenty of class conflicts and he works through them.
Yeah, nice 2.5 dismount. That was almost a stick. I think he moved his left foot just a tiny bit. I didn't see the green flag raised, so they're not going to give that a stick.
He did a good job of minimizing after the error on that second pass, or yeah, the second pass, that double Arabian. And I know personally that he's been having a little bit of a tough time with the back 2.5 dismount, and so seeing him do it that well right there was awesome.
Yeah, that kind of confidence building that you get, when you've got a skill, you've been working on it, and you're not totally sure, but you put it down great like that in a competition. It does wonders. You go back to the gym and you're just like, man, I did this. I can do it, and so I'm gonna continue doing it. I'm just gonna do it as good as I did that one day at the meet where it counted, and that's it. It gives you that little jump to get that skill down.
Exactly. Scoring 13-4. Oh, another awesome double layout. Fifth-year Dominic Romalo.
Yeah, he's been a powerhouse for Springfield in the last few years. Nice. Got some speed and elevation on that triple Russian. Fedorchenko is the official name.
That was lovely.
Yeah. Nice. Rudy.
He is cruising with the floor routine.
Yeah, interesting. I've seen most gymnasts combine. They usually do two non-acrobatic skills, one circling skill, one press skill, and they do it together back to back. He split them up and finishes with a front double full. That's tough. That is really tough.
There are very few guys who do that. I know Tate Costa from Illinois right now does it. Before him, the last one that comes to mind is Sebastian Kiana, also from Illinois, but like 2019.
Yeah, that is a really hard. I mean, that's a hard skill to do anywhere in the routine. You're landing kind of blind, and it's hard to get that rotation and momentum going. When you're flipping forwards. But I mean, that looked easy at the end of his routine.
It takes excellent power and great air awareness, and he makes it look easy.
Yeah.
All right, next we got Trenton. He's another big tumbler, so we should see some exceptional height. Yeah.
There it is, Randy to start. 2.5 twists. That's a big skill. Whip to 2.5. Wow. That's also a combination bonus. The whip being a B skill, B value, and then back to the 2.5, D value.
And he's not done yet because he's going to set this up for what should be.
Woo. Yeah. Full in. Looks like he cut a little bit short, but managed to keep it up. Didn't touch the knees to the ground. Really minimized any deduction on those landings. Nice. Full to Branny. Sticking it.
Trenton's an Apollo kid from Virginia, and they all tumble just so well.
Yeah, absolutely. There it is, that triple full dismount. Huge anchors for both Springfield and William & Mary. I think we're going to see big scores out of both of them.
Fantastic. That was a really exciting floor rotation.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like we're waiting for a score to come in still for each team. So this 53.6 and the 50.45, they're not the final scores for each team on the events.
It's looking like Springfield, crushed that. It looks like they're getting ready to possibly blow past like a 66 on floor here, which is fantastic.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, Dominic, I'm expecting like a mid to high 13 from Dominic's score, so it might, yep, there it is, 66.95, 13.35 for Dominic Romalo. Almost breaks
what you want to see.
Yeah.
13 and above for your whole lineup. Five up, 5 hits.
Yeah, they really had a solid, consistent lineup. lowest score is 13.25, highest score 13.7. You know, that's a pretty low spread, but seriously, great consistency. And I mean, mid 13 is a fantastic score. Great start to the
Trenton's
meet for
score
them.
just popped in with a 13.15, giving him the highest floor score for the tribe's efforts today.
Yeah, that was huge. Fantastic routine from him as well. Let's check it out. We saw Gavin with that fall on the double double. I mean, huge skill, really tough to do. Just kicked out a little early, and ended up running forward and falling out of that. But even with that, 12-2, great score, kept it together for the tribe, and pretty good overall floor score, 63.6, counting one fall. Good to see.
No, we'll take it. And the momentum of Trenton's big routine to finish is going to carry them into Pommel horse, which can be tricky for even the best teams. So
yeah, absolutely. Momentum really plays a big part. It really does. You know, that confidence you get from your teammate doing a killer set right before you go, gives you that boost. Just like, cool, I'm just one more amazing routine in this lineup, keeping it going. Instead of thinking, man, I gotta stop the bleeding, I gotta bring the team back on track, or like it just puts you in the right mindset. So you're just ready to knock out a routine, and keep the team moving forward.
that's right on. Well, quick shout out Dominic Romallo for putting on a clinic on execution, earning the highest execution score of the floor rotation with an 8.75, anchoring with 4.6 difficulty, which is their lowest, and then coming out with the best execution is exactly what he was meant to do. That's perfect.
Yeah, that's pretty huge. Sweet. Next up will be the Pommel horse.
There's plenty here I'm excited for.
Yeah, what are you most excited for from this lineup?
Yeah, so I am excited to watch Peyton Kramer. I believe he's a freshman for Springfield, and he has been absolutely tearing it up across the NCAA this year. He does a big set, he executes it well, and I am beyond excited to see what he can do today.
Cool. Aiden Kui starting off for the tribe.
Aiden's an all-arounder, and he's got a pretty consistent pommel horse set that he puts up time and time again for the tribe. We like to joke that he's a pommel main, despite it being one of his least favorite events.
I mean, yeah, he's got a great flow here. Ooh, right up to the handstand. Wow.
Honestly, there was
there was maybe a slight break on, what was it, that Tong Fei. Other than that, I don't think I saw like a noticeable error. That was huge.
Yeah, no, and so as much as he likes to joke about not being a pommel horse guy, as long as he continues to get up and hit set after set for the team, first up like that, he is gonna be on lineup. So
yeah, he's gonna be that pommel mate.
Exactly.
And that first up spot is pretty tough. It's pretty tough to be, the guy that sets the tone for a pommel horse lineup. You kind of want to be that guy who's never gonna miss, and it looks like that's Aiden.
It is, yeah. Pommel horse is one of those events where it's really tricky to make a lineup because it feels like everyone's running away from the spots where we need people, right? No one wants to go first, and nobody wants the pressure going last either. Everyone's trying to go, second through fourth. But,
yep. Jaden Lobstein up for Springfield. He's got a nice long line.
He does. It's a very nice circle.
Yeah. Big flop. It's good flow.
I like how patient his circle is.
Yeah, definitely.
It's good staying relaxed like that. It's what keeps you on the horse. When you get too antsy, you're up and down. That's
definitely
what bucks you off the horse. So a little bit of hesitation on the dismount there, but no, that's a hit set. They'll take that. They'll be happy with it. Good set for Jaden.
That is two great started routines for William Mary and Springfield. 12-4 for Aiden. That's a fantastic routine to start with. 14-1 start, 8-3 execution. Awesome.
We got Jared Neumann. He's a freshman. He's from Stanford Boys Gym in California, and he's got an exciting routine. He does a lot of flare work in the middle. He's also a taller athlete, long arms, long legs. So looks really nice. Really calm circle. So let's
Yep,
hope he
I
he cooks through this the way he can.
I got a chance to coach Jared Noynon a bit when I was doing a little bit of club coaching here and there at Stanford, and yeah, he's an awesome guy and great gymnast. I'm excited for this.
It's very cool. He has not mentioned that to me yet.
Nice. Roll. There are the flares. Nice. D travel flare. Traveling over both pommels, and oh man. He's looking great up till then. Just a little bit of a hit on that Tong Fei on the pommel horse, and it throws your rhythm off. Once your shoulders are a little out of balance, it's crazy hard to stay on, much less keep it going clean.
So some of you might be wondering what conversation Mike was having right there, what he was saying to Jared, what Jared might be thinking. Mike most likely verified whether or not Jared got credit for the Tong Fei. Told Jared, and Jared decided whether or not he was going to repeat it. It looks like he's moving past it, which is all right. He's got plenty of difficulty in his routine, and he wants to finish up just like that, as clean as he can.
Yeah, I mean that still has the potential to be a good score. There was a lot of difficulty there, and seriously flawless up until that mishap on the Tong Fei.
Of course, he'll be a little disappointed in that, which is absolutely fair. But it won't be the last time we see Jared today. He should be up on parallel bars as well, where he's just amazing. And it'll be Malcolm's turn now as a veteran grad student, to shake it off and put the team back on track.
Yeah, definitely. But for Springfield, we've got Gio Mantia. Take a nice deep breath before you start it. Cool C scissor down to the middle, and then a B scissor back up to the middle. Sorry, down to the end, and then back up to the middle. Ooh, huge sewn. Full keer on one arm. He's on one arm for 360 degrees.
I love how confident he made that look too. He absolutely soared through it.
Seriously, he's got some huge skills going on. He did an E flop to a D flopping Russian.
He's also pretty strong. He had a couple rhythm breaks there, but he did not let it take him off the horse.
Not at all. Wow, that was big.
That was a fight. He should be proud of that. That was awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like Jared Neumann's score coming in at 11-8. Again, like we were saying, he had that fall. Still, didn't let it get away from him. He kept that routine going fantastic, and an 11-8 with a fall is pretty awesome.
Not devastating at all, but Malcolm's still gonna try and bring it back right here. For the most part, He's not a very nervous competitor. Malcolm, he's got a very level head on his shoulders, so he'll get up and he'll swing like he does.
Sweet. I'm ready for it. Here goes. Nice check here to start. Half travel down.
He's got those nice legs, makes his line look very nice.
Yeah, he's got a nice aggressive Magyar Salvato. He's attacking the routine. Up to the handstand, a little bit of a rhythm break. That's the only real noticeable error. Great routine to kind of bring it back after the previous routine. So
exactly, another trick of building a lineup is you're going to notice Malcolm did not have as much difficulty as Jared did, but Malcolm has a very consistent set, right? And so if you build those routines in where you know this person's going to hit, it can help stabilize any loss of momentum or trouble that you run into during a pommel lineup.
Yeah, definitely. there's a lot of strategy that goes into building lineups, building routines, um, just general like flow of the meet sort of things. Cool. Looks like Felix Creedeman up next for Springfield.
All right. Looks like I have the tribe scores. I don't yet see any of the Springfield scores yet, but 12-5-5 just popped in for Malcolm, and he'll be happy with that. That's the highest score of the squad so far. A nice hit after Jared had a break, and he'll carry that.
Yeah, 8.85 execution. That's huge. That's really tough to do on Pommel horse. Anything near a 9 on Pommel horse is almost unheard of. So that was a fantastic routine.
Absolutely. You'll notice with a lot of these Pommel horse guys, Felix, you can see he's a taller athlete, nice long arms, long legs, like Malcolm, like Jared, and like Jaden. That taller body shape helps you extend over the horse, right? Helps you swing, and it looks it's the best body type to do Pommel horse on. I'm built like a Ninja Turtle, so unfortunately I did not look as good as these guys do when they're on the horse.
Built like a Ninja Turtle. I like that.
Got a big old
Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. It helps on a lot of things. Maybe not on Pommel horse, but it does help a lot. Some other places.
There we go. We got some scores. 12.95 for Jaden. Big old 13.05 for Gio.
Breaking a 13. That's big.
Big routine 4.9. Goodness gracious.
Yeah. And there you see those long lines here from Felix. Again, he's got that deliberate circle. Nice and patient. Wow. Oh, man. What a fantastic routine. And then he took a slight hop on that dismount. Not something you commonly see on Pommel horse, but 1/10 there. The rest of his routine was flawless.
That was an amazing set, and it is absolutely guaranteed that for the next week, his teammates are only going to remind him about the hop he took on Pommel horse.
Absolutely. there's no doubt about that. Not going to let him live that one down until he does another competitive routine where he sticks it.
Exactly. So funny. It happens to everyone like at least once, and it's always embarrassing.
Absolutely. It hurts. It hurts your pride a bit.
It does. And Gavin here, he has a big set. We'll see how much difficulty he's doing today, but he does one of those full kiers on one handle. He does both flops. So this could be really cool.
Yeah. Nice E flop. He's got a big elevated circle. Those hips are high above the pommels.
A little squirrely. He's working with it though.
Yeah.
Pushing out.
Come on.
Working quick through the middle.
Man. Again, it's really tough. As soon as you get a little bit of that hiccup, your hips hit the pommel or hit the side, the leather part of the horse, it just breaks your rhythm, and it's super hard to bring it back after that.
And even if you do, sometimes it's not worth it because the form breaks that you'll make while you're picking back up to it, a regular circle, you just incur so many deductions. It's better to pop off and take a full reset.
Yeah, absolutely.
Russian dismount. Get that
Man,
flank up.
it was right before the dismount too. One skill left, and he was so close.
A little unfortunate. And you'll notice Gavin did not repeat the Savato, and that I'm not sure whether or not they gave him credit for it, but hopping up into back loops is also very, very difficult for many gymnasts. So just starting a static back loop and pushing that backwards into a Magyar could have felt so foreign. It was not worth repeating.
Yeah, good point. If I ever had to repeat a Savato, I never did in competition, but if I do it in practice, I would start on two pommels and do like a half travel down to the back loop because I'm 5'1", not very tall. I I could not jump up and do a back loop. I just couldn't. Too short.
I
Like you said, it's just an awkward place to start. Jumping over that first pommel right behind you. I never did it.
I actively avoided back loops. I did exactly one in my routine to make sure I got credit for my Magyar and turned right on out.
Yep. Sam Kaplan starting with a nice D flat.
Springfield has just got they've got such a nice pommel squat. All these circles are so nice. They're controlled.
Yeah.
That was a lovely Roth.
Seriously.
So he scraped the horse a little bit there, but he managed to keep form on his recovery circles, which is amazing.
Yeah. Oh man, dismount. His shoulders dropped back a little bit, so he couldn't really get that momentum to bring his legs up and fly up to that dismount. So he kind of hit the horse a bit with his legs before bringing his whole body up into the handstand. That's going to be a pretty serious deduction.
He did get credit though, so
he did get credit, yes, which is
well,
kind of the big goal. Better to get credit and do something like that than not get credit, get a whole point off for a fall, and have to redo the skill.
for sure. I've also started judging recently. I judged like NAIGC club meet yesterday. I judged the NCAA inter squad. I've judged some JO meets, and in some of the judging workshops, there's so many deductions that can be taken on a pommel horse dismount that there are many judges who believe it's not even worth repeating if you don't get credit the first time. So to get credit once, even with deduction, and move on is absolutely a win.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. So now we've got sophomore Ricky, and Ricky was feeling a little ill this week, so it's nice to see him feeling well enough to be back in lineup.
Yeah, a few bobbles here and there, but he's working with it.
He does not want to come off that horse. Oh.
And there he does. That's tough. What do you think? Did he get credit for that Tong Fei?
That's a great question. Pommel horse judging is so tough. He got back to the front, but I don't know if he showed a front support. So I'm not positive if I would give it to him, but maybe I'm being mean.
Yeah, it's always tough. Pommel horse judges can be mean sometimes. It's just how it is. Man, flies up on that dismount. It was a great routine. Otherwise, he fought through a bit of some mishaps in the beginning. Barely even noticeable, honestly. He kept form and kept the rhythm going. You can only tell because I have a bit of a more professional eye, and I can see where the hand placement was a bit off. Yeah, clearly a great pommel worker.
He's got a good fight to him too. Nice line. He stays on the horse pretty consistently as well. So
yeah, and impressive that you said he was ill earlier this week. Tough pommel horse, I feel like, is one of the tougher events to do without constant maintenance. If you take 2-3 days off, it's like you feel like you're coming back from months off. It's tough to keep that pommel horse maintenance up.
For sure, Pommels is a cruel mistress. Here we go with Peyton.
Yeah, this is the routine you're excited for.
This is the one to watch. Let's hope he puts it all together.
Yeah.
I'm really pulling for him.
Wow, nice. Huge leg cuts on those scissors. Big amplitude.
That's that additional attention to detail is what makes a good routine look great, and it's just excellent.
Yeah. Huge skills going on. Come on. Oh, he's fighting. Wow.
He was able to pick that back up pretty quickly. He did not take too many circles to readjust.
Yep.
Strong guy.
Insane. Wow. He's coming off like, I can't believe I stayed on. That is some fight.
Most certainly. That was a big routine. So, it's unfortunately he had the break on that woo, but the rest of it was just so great. I'm sure you'll be able to tank some of those deductions and still come out with a pretty decent score.
Yeah, that was pretty ridiculous. That was like otherworldly ability to stay on.
Yeah. I'm always super impressed by guys who do those Russian traveling, those Russian travels, because the hand placements are so ill defined. That's why I like being on the handles. You know exactly where your hand's gonna go, like where it's supposed to be. But you can get a little off on a Roth, and all of a sudden your hand's 4 inches to the side of where it normally is. Right, your weight's somewhere entirely different. And so to be
Yeah.
able to do that consistently, day in, day out, routine on, in sequence, and whether or not you're in front of a judge it's super difficult, and these athletes are doing it very well.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like there's sometimes an advantage and sometimes disadvantage to that kind of thing, where your hand can go anywhere. So if it goes somewhere you're not expecting, you're super off. But then the advantage is that your hand can go anywhere and you can put it anywhere to bring yourself back on. If things are moving fast, but if you realize, oh man, my shoulders are off in this direction, if I wait a lot longer and put my hand a lot farther on this side on my next hand placement, I'll bring it back into alignment. There's that potential to bring it back, but it's a very tough skill to cultivate, and it doesn't always work. So I do agree that the consistency of the handles, where it's like, here's where your hands go, that's really nice.
These Springfield Pommel start values looking extremely comparable to their 4-star values. I wouldn't be surprised actually if their 4-star values might be just a little lower on average.
You might be right, especially with, I can't do the math in my head right now, but that routine from Peyton's gotta be a mid to high 5 start value.
15-8 start value. Goodness
gracious. There it is. 15-8, 13-7. He ties for that top position on Pommel horse with Felix Creedeman, even with that major break.
Yeah, no, the Springfield Pommel squad is fearsome. That is awesome. Great gymnastics to watch. And the tribe had some struggles for sure. They're gonna go back to the gym, run more Pommel squads, more sets, try and get the endurance up, so the misses right before the dismount don't happen, and work on that extension, work on throwing those dismounts right up the handstand like you always do.
Yeah, definitely. So what do you think? You were on the team for 5 years, right? What do you think the coaches are telling the athletes right now on Springfield's team and on William & Mary?
Yeah, well, Springfield's probably going to be a pretty easy one. Like, good job, guys. Guys, has really good Pommel rotation. We're going to take that momentum. We're going to carry it into rings. Rings is an event where you don't really fall off. So William & Mary is going to use that exact same fact, saying, hey, we had a rough Pommel horse rotation, and now it is our ring squad's job to bring it back. So from first athlete up all the way through, your job is to go up and hit not only the best set you can do, but a notch above that to get us back on track. And because you guys are strong enough, you put in the work, and this is what we do, right?
Yeah.
Rings is my favorite. I am, of course, entirely unbiased in saying that, but and David Handren, lovely. I'm glad he's going to be on lineup today. He is a very, very strong guy. He is one who pushed me in the gym the most towards the end of my career. He's a ring specialist and just extraordinarily strong guy. Very nice guy. Always talking to me about my routine, this and that. So very cool guy. Excited to see him compete again. And Peyton on rings as well. It's not often you see someone who can swing so well and score so well on horse also be so deep in a ring lineup.
Yeah, for sure. I was going to point that out. Horse guys are not typically ring guys, especially, Peyton has the Pommel horse guy look. He's got those long lines, the longer arms, but that does not mean you can't be a good rings guy, and it looks like he is putting it up. He's fourth in the lineup. The deeper you go into the lineup, the better the routine is expected to be. He's second to last behind, hander in here who is, I mean, if he's at around your level of rings, he's pretty amazing. So, he's got some good stuff. Now, if you'd so kindly remind me, Christian, what was your dismount on rings?
Oh, on occasion, I would do a triple backflip. I did not learn to twist very well, so when it came time to upgrade, I offered to my coaches, oh, what if I tried a triple back, which is like a crazy thing to hear from a sophomore. But once I started playing with a little more, it looked a little more reasonable, and we managed getting it in set most of the time towards the end of my career.
Now, for those of you at home who aren't fully aware, a triple back is worth a G. It's a G value skill, 7/10 in difficulty, and it's the second hardest dismount on rings, only behind the triple back in a piked position. So you basically did the hardest dismount on rings, and what was it, 2022 ECAC championships? Triple back to a stick. That was one of the coldest sticks I've ever seen in my life. That routine is iconic.
Yeah, I am not positive I'm the one who did it. I think I was possessed by the gymnastics gods in that moment. They were flowing through me.
Sometimes that's what you need. Cool, let's get started with Will Wilson on rings.
There you go. You saw this super explosive on the floor. Let's see if you can bring that power and strength to his rings routine.
Yeah. Nice swinging skills here. Good rhythm, shows no support through the top of the swing.
That's a squeaky clean so far. The walk-on press is much harder than most people would think, and he did that very well.
Seriously. I've seen a lot of top guys get deducted more on a lock-arm press. Wow.
Double today? Oh,
double with a stick.
He does that. So he does that as well as the best.
Oh, even better. I mean, he kicked that out probably at ring height. I think he saw the ground for a solid 1 full second there. that was massive.
He did the whole thing at like ring height. I love that dismount, man.
Yeah.
Great start from Will Wilson. He's on a roll today.
Yeah. He really is.
Right. So
well, he had a stick on the floor too, right? That stuck 2.5. And a stick here, man, he's 2 for 2 on sticks.
He's planting them today. Long and deep like a gardener. Alright. Aiden, let's see if he gets strong today. He is capable of a Maltese.
There it is. Solid.
Straight punch to follow up.
Nice. Let his legs drop a little bit. He got up to a nice position. Feet drop maybe like 5 degrees, maybe a 1/10 deduction. Back up to
really hard to adjust that.
Position. Yeah, especially coming into it from a swing, from a backup rise. Tough. There's that nice straight arm straddle press we were talking about. That's tough to do.
Yeah, you show that support on the rings, it's 3/10 deduction. The skill's only worth 2, so it's absolutely worth ironing out, because how else are you going to get to handstand?
Right. Winding up for the dismount. 1.5 twisting double back. Slight hop, but he looks happy. That was a big score. Or that was a big routine. It's going to be a big score.
There we go. 1.5 is actually my favorite dismount on rings, and I really enjoy the way Aiden does it. He keeps his knees really tight together in the air, and I feel like he sits forward into the landing exceptionally well.
Yeah, absolutely. And he looks like he did a really good job of kind of, he lets that first flip go so that he can spot the ground and almost sees the ground the whole time through the rest of the 1.5 twist. Because, landing, it's technically a blind landing where you land, with the flip moving forwards, which is tougher, but, he's doing that as well as he can, looking at the ground the whole time to make it the best landing it can possibly be.
Yeah, unfortunately, I believe it's going to get devalued to a C from a D in the next code, but...
Is it really?
Yeah, that's what I heard in the first batch of changes that they were making, and I hope they go back on that because I love it. I think it's worth a D, and I'd be sad if I didn't get to watch people do it anymore. 13.65, a 14.5 for Will Wilson. Yeah, no, that is right on track. That's a conference winning score.
Yep, following up in is Gustav and Seuss, and there's that beautiful press again. Nice front giant, right to the locked arm handstand. There's the 1.5 again. Really well done. Tough to follow up a routine like Will's, but he did a fantastic job there.
Absolutely. So another impressive thing is rings is a tough event to get a full value dismount on, and we saw an E from Will Wilson with the double double, and you only need a D. Aiden's got a D dismount, Gustavin's got a D dismount, and I know Evan Wilkins right now is gearing up to also do another one of those 1.5s for a D value.
Oh, that's awesome! I love his mustache too. He's got a great look.
Oh, he's gonna love that.
Great start. I love that he just goes straight into the little dislocate to the front uprise.
The front uprise L has become a lot more popular in this code with the devaluing of the upright straddle planche.
Yep.
Upright straddle planche is a little harder, but it was downgraded to a B for this code, so if you can execute in the front uprise L better, why wouldn't you? For the same element group, same value.
Right? I mean, we've barely seen it this code, honestly. Because the hard skill to do well. Oh, whoa! There's that 1.5. Oh, almost the stick.
He
had that. He did. He was just looking around like, maybe I'll take a little hop.
Exactly. He stuck it cool last me, and I know it was going through his head right in that moment. He was going, no way.
2 in a row? No, I can't do that.
Another tough thing about those full value difficulty dismounts is that rings is very evidently a strength event. So when you get to the end of a routine and you're in that handstand, your forearms are fatigued and they start to lag from the messages that your brain are sending. So sometimes you're swinging through the bottom on that dismount, and when it's time to let go, the message doesn't get there on time, and that can really affect how you release. And but these guys are working through it like experts.
Yeah, absolutely. Your arm's shaking in that handstand right before the dismount. It's scary.
I said a little prayer before I dismounted with a triple every time.
I'd believe that. I always had full faith in you, though. I never had to say a prayer. I knew you were going to kill it.
Appreciate that. I was reciting Game of Thrones. We're not meeting the gods of death today.
Sam Kaplan back for his 3rd routine of the day.
I wonder if he's doing all right.
I think he might be gearing up for that dismount. Double. Man, they're throwing some big routines today.
I want to say he did a 1.5 last year. This kid. He is unceasingly good. He really seems to strive to improve himself, not only year to year, but meet to meet. It's extremely impressive and admirable.
Yeah, that's awesome. Sky's the limit.
Yeah, we got some more scores in. 12-9 for Evan Wilkins from the Tribe, and I can actually check. I was going to say I think that's a career high. No, I can actually check that in this second. And that is a career high performance for Evan Wilkins by 0.3.
Awesome. That's huge. 8.6 execution, too. That is big. That's very big.
Gustavin following up with another 13.05, and we love that. You absolutely want to be breaking 13 on rings.
Yep. Huge.
This athlete right here is absolutely capable. Nico's got some gorgeous ring work. He did that upright straddle planche we were talking about. How it's not worth it for most athletes, but for Nico, absolutely is. He did that. He did that beautifully.
Yep. Play to your strengths.
He's swinging, press, lock arm, off the rings. Lovely.
Giant, giant.
He does a double-double as well.
Ooh. Big dismounts. Big.
Yep.
Too much juice. Had a big step back.
Feel free to interact with the chat. Went to a town named Lockton. Jared was the mayor. I like that. I'm absolutely going to steal that. Nico's rings routine was very well executed, so I feel like we'll be expecting a pretty big execution score there. So as a step on the dismount, not much else.
Absolutely.
4.5 from Sam Kaplan. I'm not great with numbers. That's why I went to law school instead. But that's another above a 9E score for the Pride. That's crazy.
Yeah, that is massive.
A 13.25. That is another career high. That is, yeah, that's great for Nico and great for the team.
Yeah. Wow. And again, here's Peyton Kramer, that Pommel horse guy we were talking about, rings guy too. I mean, that is a picture perfect press right there. Locking into that handstand out of the giant. Winding up for the dismount. Double layout. First one we've seen of those today. Big, showed some nice amplitude in that stretch.
It's impressive. That's another tough one because it's very common to try and hollow and get a pike down deduction or have the whole element taken and just you only receive credit for a double pike. That was cool.
Yeah.
Let's see. Nico scored a 13.25 and his previous career high was a 12.7. So that's 5.5 tenths he just went up.
Wow. 2 career highs in a row for Evan and then Nico.
Let's see if we can make it a third.
Yeah, right? Nice. Kick straight to the cross.
So
Looking good. Yeah, both teams are just absolutely killing it. Showing off those swinging skills. Called still rings. So you want the rings to be as still as possible. You notice he's picked up a little bit of swing here. And he kills it. Nice. You learn as a gymnast when to drop for out of skills, out of the giant. Depending on what part of the swing of the rings you're in. Going forwards, going backwards to kill the swing. And into a double-double.
Oh!
Massive. I wasn't exactly sure there. What do you think? Did he get the stick there?
I would be surprised if he did, but it was a great landing nonetheless.
Yeah.
These athletes are absolutely cooking through their rings routines, full value dismounts. We're seeing some strength, and as we move deeper into the lineup now, we should be seeing a little more strength. So I know David's got a treat for us.
I'm ready for it. Kind of early in the day for me. I'm on the West Coast, so still morning for me, but I'm ready for this treat. Dessert time. Dessert time is anytime. Yeah, you can tell he looks like a ring guy. He's got those huge biceps, big delts.
Practically disappears behind him when he's hanging in the inverted hang.
I know. uprises the Maltese, holds it for 3 seconds. Only need two. He's like, I'll do three.
That's a tough
And
way to
bounce
do that
cross.
without
Yeah.
bending your arms to fall, because you're essentially the trade-off there is you don't have as much momentum, so you press to the position, so it takes more strength, but it's easier to lock it right into that Maltese shape you want.
Yeah. And a unique Hanma to Maltese.
Like that.
Wish there was connection bonus or something.
Goodness gracious. Still doing, that's what, 5 strength elements? Showing off, he can swing just as well.
Yeah, that's what's tough. There's a lot of strong ring guys. You know, they struggle with the swinging skills, but he's got some good swings and finishes up with a big tuck half and half out.
Stuck.
Dick it.
He's gonna be happy with that. He had a bit of a rough routine last time around, and that was fantastic. Excellent way to bounce back from that. I'm super happy to see it.
Yeah, I mean, we're halfway through the meet for Springfield. You know, they've done all their routines on 3 events, and I mean, they're smashing it today. I mean, they don't look like they're just doing good routines. They're doing killer routines.
That guy is strong.
And Alex,
Some might even say too strong.
finishing out the first half of the meet for William & Mary.
Captain Alex Kuzminchuk. Alec has just an excellent gymnastics presence. I am just so envious of the way he looks while he's on the equipment. It is confident, it is clean. That handstand could come out of a textbook.
I see it, yeah.
Positioning.
Right to the planche, like, didn't move at all.
That is hard. That is very difficult to fall from a handstand into the uprise and just not move at all. Locking in like that is exceptional.
He got so much momentum, and he's just, boom, solid. All right, pulling up on that back giant.
Go for the dismount here.
Just roll back this one. Little hop.
Small adjustment, but that's a hit set. It's a good set.
Yeah. Big routine to finish out an anchor for William & Mary. Alec is going to be pretty happy with that. And the whole team, honestly.
I'm excited to see what David's score is. Obviously, he did well. But there's this, there's this little catch with rings where the stronger you are, sometimes it feels like that's how much harder the judging is. I found that, that as I added strength to my rings routine, I started off when I was a freshman in college with I just did 2 straddle planches, and by the end I did 2 Malteses and 2 straight planches. And there was like this bit of an awkward phase where in between my Maltese being pretty good and it just starting out where I was almost scoring lower than when I was doing the straddle planche because it wasn't perfect yet. It's like the judges see you like, oh, if this guy is strong, like let's judge him like he's strong is almost what it feels like. But it's just because you can accrue so many deductions on these strength elements. You can occur a high entry, you can incur a high hold, a false grip, bent arms, short hold, and it's really tough to nail those down, but he does an excellent job of it as we see. 1-4 execution's fantastic.
Yeah, I agree with you. Seems like there's 2 tiers of judging. There's like he's a swinging rings guy. It's all good. I'll judge him like that. And then there's, hey, this guy's good at rings. We got to judge him like he's good at rings.
So sometimes feels unfair, but it really does push your rings to the next level, and I personally ended up very appreciative of it because I am now super picky about Maltese position, but that's because I had a very nice one by the end there.
Yeah. Yeah. Once you get to that strong level, you start to understand where the judges are coming from, but it's also like, man, I'm working real hard on these skills. Why is it being judged so hard? So many more deductions to be had on a Maltese than a Yamawaki. But you gotta push yourself forward, push the sport forward.
So Will Wilson coming off with the first place finish, first for teen of the rotation. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's wild. Usually,
Yeah,
first guy up
second
is
highest E score.
like usually first guy up is just like, let's knock out a good set, get the rest of the lineup going. But he knocked out the best set. Pretty awesome.
He's gonna be really happy with that.
Yeah, two sticks today on rings.
We had a pretty good variety of strength elements as well. We saw a couple of crosses, we saw Malteses, we saw planches.
So it's
we saw straddle for sure. Yeah, straddle and straight. So
yeah,
good variety. We get
absolutely
Jared Neumann in the rings lineup at any point. He does a front dismount, front double pike. That could be really cool.
Oh, that's right. That is right.
Looks like Springfield sweeps the rings podium there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they put down some killer sets.
So vault. Oh gosh, I heard a rumor that you round off one way and twist the other. Is that true? Did you? So when you vaulted for a 2.5, did you pull back the opposite direction?
Well, this is where I feel like it gets weird and difficult to explain. Like, there's a Sukahara and there's a Kaz, where the Kaz means you like twist one way in the round off part of the entry and then you twist the other way going for the twisting. And it kind of works because like your body comes around to one side and then as you like go upside down, it makes sense to twist the other way, while the Sukahara, like you do a full round, you do the full round off and then twist the same way, but it takes more effort. I don't really know how to explain it. But yes, I do. And I mean, let's check in with Aiden here. That Kaz full was massive.
Yeah, and it's his first one back on lineup since he strained his calf in the first week of the season, so he's going to be super happy with that. And Akash, I asked for multiple reasons. One, because I was curious, of course, but two, because Trenton Pizant from the tribe actually also vaults the same way you do.
Oh, really? All right, I'm excited to see that then.
Yeah, no, we'll get to watch. Both of these vaulting rotations for the Pride and the Tribe should be pretty nice here. I know all of the guys on our lineup are doing at least a double full.
Nice. Kaz half here for Tyler Beekman to start. That's
very clean.
Yeah, very clean. Nice small hop at the end, especially with those front landings. Trying to go for a stick is tough because if you're a little bit under-rotated, hard to keep it up. You're probably going to run back and fall. So I did a forward landing too on my vault, and I'd always be like, just 1/10 hop forward. That's all I'm going for. 1/10 hop forward. I don't need a stick. I just need a small hop forward.
Yeah, one hop over. I said the same thing when I trained double front.
Yeah. Big start for Aiden, 14-1. And that's Tyler Beekman, 13-8.
That's not too far off of Aiden's career high, only half a tenth behind.
Wow.
Mr.
Ricky. Big vault, really big. Missed a little bit on the rotation, and so he landed a little short. Had to take that big step forward into the side. As we saw, though, it was only 1 foot, I'm pretty sure, out of bounds. So it should only be 1/10 neutral deduction, as opposed to if both feet go out of bounds, he's going to get that 3/10 neutral deduction. So, I guess minimizing that deduction.
That's right. So I think there will be a collection of 2.5s today. I know Will can do one. I believe Owen Carney can do one, and I know Sam Lee can do one. And
Nice.
that's exciting for multiple reasons. One, because the vault is just awesome to watch, but two, because it shows just an increase in difficulty and how these two teams are pushing themselves not only further against each other, but as a whole within the realm of the NCAA. These athletes are pushing up into the top tier vaulters.
Yeah. Whoa.
That was
Dick from Evan
clean.
Reichert.
That's it.
Seriously,
Yep.
that was super clean onto the table, perfect form in the air, and I mean, he stuck that cold.
Sticky feet when meets. He's gonna be real happy about that.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big score. Yep, 13-6 for Ricky with, oh, did I miss something? Did both feet go out of bounds? He got a 3/10 neutral deduction.
I didn't think both feet went out either, but I guess so. 14-3 on that stick from Evan. Yeah, that's great. 4-8, 4-9 with the stick.
Yeah.
They took a neutral on Evan as well. It says 3.
Oh.
He definitely was a 3 over both. He had his left foot was a little close, but interesting.
Yeah.
Tyler Beacon with a 13-8 on a 14-4 vault.
That's awesome. Huge, yeah. Yeah, Mark, nice cause full, just keeping it going.
There you go. Oh, double full to his feet. He'll be happy with that. Mark hasn't typically been in lineup this season, but it's good to see because he stepped up and then he was called on and he did his job.
Yeah, absolutely.
Will Wilson. Let's see if we can get another explosive performance from Mr. Will Wilson.
Yeah, he said he's capable of the 2.5, right?
He is. Yeah, this could very well be his third of 3 event titles for the day right here.
Yeah, that's right. That would be awesome. It'd be a big day for him.
He's got the sting mat down, which will make it a little harder to stick, but not impossible.
Wow. There's that 2.5. Big block.
Yep.
A little bit under rotated, but I mean he just took a nice hop to keep it on his feet, and yeah, that was solid. 2.5 twisting. 2.5 twists. That's really big.
It's so much to do in such a small piece of air.
Yeah.
After Seriously. Running full speed at a stationary object.
I know. It's all a blur. You just kind of hit the table and twist, and next thing you know, you're on the ground.
And he did catch that a little low, but he's going to be really happy now. He's been lifting in the gym and during weight time. That's why we lift. Make sure our legs are strong enough to catch those.
Yeah, seriously.
Squatting your body weight, squatting 225 feels like nothing when you've got all that gravity working on you too.
Seriously.
14-2 for Will.
Nice.
So unfortunately not in the vault title, but still excellent score. Here comes Trenton, so watch this.
Yeah, I see it.
Yep.
Run off one way, twist the other way.
No, he's going to be very happy with that. Very clean vault. Great double full.
It's nice to feel like I'm not the only one, he does it too.
Exactly, and he does it well. I mean, yeah, Trenton is a sophomore now, so last year in his first appearance at the ECAC Championships, he stuck his vault, I believe, and I know he got second.
Yeah, that's
silver medalist in his freshman debut at conference championships.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I barely made lineup when I was a freshman, so I'm extraordinarily proud of him.
Carney here. Is that cost full? Super clean.
Yeah,
very clean. Just a light little hop, 1/10. I feel like vault judging is always tough. Like, personally, I watch it and I'm like, it's moving too fast. I'm not really sure what I would take off. And there's like 3 or 4 rail spots where you can kind of break the vault into phases. There's the pre-flight, on the table, post-flight, and landing. And there's just so much going on. It's hard to catch it all as a judge.
No, for sure. I was judging vault yesterday and at the club meet, and I draw a semicircle and I draw 2 lines up from it, dividing it into thirds to try and catch it all. Sammy tearing down the runway. This should be 2.5. Oof, too much.
That was huge.
It was.
I mean, you
Sam
can
Lee,
see from the run, he was gunning it. It was like gonna be a powerful vault.
Sam Lee is an athlete like none I have ever met before. He's another one of those people who just has like this unceasing, like and just intense burn inside them to be the best gymnast that they possibly can be. And so the 2.5 for him is new. This is his first season competing it for the team, and he has done super well with it to the point where he's already training triples in the gym. And
Wow.
not only that, but he's been able to work his warm-up turns down. Sam Lee no longer even does double fulls. He has a front handspring, and he does a 2.5. Because I told him when I rotated with Oklahoma at NCs that Fuzzy just does a 2.5 when he
Yeah.
vaults. He doesn't warm up. He like runs and he does a 2.5.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, if Fuzzy can do it, I can do it, and his vault's great. So if I want to be great like him, gotta train it the same way.
Yeah. Yeah. Dominic Ramallo finishing out that 5-man lineup for Springfield. Big cause full.
The height on that was awesome.
Seriously, I looked like a set for a triple full, honestly.
I wouldn't be surprised if he pulled one out one day. He's a very good gymnast.
Yeah, he's got that explosiveness that you're looking for on vault, especially. Yeah, it's awesome. Now it looks like Gavin and Sam are going to be that 6th spot for William & Mary and for Springfield, right? Their score won't count for the team, but it will count towards their all-around score.
Gavin does a Yurchenko, so Yurchenko double full is likely what's going to happen here.
Nice. Yurchenko style vault is clean, very clean.
It is.
Here it comes. Ooh. Hope he's doing all right.
Yeah. That hurts.
Looks like he's good. Walking off pretty well. That's
Glad
tough.
he's all right.
Well, yeah, undercut it, and legs can go a little sideways on vault, but yeah, he walked it off all right.
Looks like Sam Lee will be walking away with the vault title today, 14.45.
Yeah, well deserved.
Great vault.
That's a big vault. Although Dominic Ramallo made it close, 14-4.
No, certainly. He really does have one of the cleanest double fulls I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I agree.
And so this will make Sam Lee's 4th event title in his career and his 3rd on vault.
Wow, nice. Sam Kaplan keeping it nice and simple with that cause full. Or sorry, just the cause. Full twist. It's a whole full twist. But the word cause, or I guess the skill of the cause already includes the full twist. So when I say cause full, I mean he's doing 2 full twists. You're adding the full on top of the full already included in the cause. Sorry, it's a little confusing, but that's
Always confuses me.
yeah.
That's a big vaulting. Oh, both teams broke 70 on vault. That's great.
That is big. I mean, this is a great rotation. Awesome vaults. 1 stick from Evan Riker. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, big vaults. Big vaults. We saw 2 2.5s. One from Sam Lee, one from Will.
Sam Lee went 2nd in the William & Mary record books since the code change with a 14.7 a couple weeks ago. So he is continuing that tear of his on vault. Just the way he does it. He twists through the air like a tornado, sharp as a knife. It's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I could absolutely believe that. His 2.5 today was massive. He had too much juice and had to, take a pretty big hop forward, but If he gets that landing down to 1/10 or even a stick, I mean, with a stick, I could even see him getting close to a 15.
All-American Sam Lee. I'm waiting for the day he sticks it, and I'll need to be resuscitated wherever I am.
Wow, Dominic hitting a 9.6 execution, and Evan right there with a 9.5. These are some big tough vaults that they're doing near perfection. This is seriously some top tier athleticism.
Will Wilson's score just updated to a 14.
Oh, interesting.
Dropped a little, unfortunately. But yeah, it's plenty of schools say, oh, we don't have the highest difficulty, and then but we really focus on execution. And I think I think that sentiment shines a little more brightly here, because where you might see a lot more mid-15 start values from event to event from these guys in the Big Ten Conference, for example. Here we're seeing like low 15 starts, but these E-scores today have been, just exceptional.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Got a notification that, Evan Wright card updated to a 14.4.
Oh, I see what they did. I think they'd accidentally given the stick to Will Wilson. And the stick should have gone to Evan, so he went up 1/10. And Will had a neutral deduction. So they added the neutral deduction and took away the stick. And he went down 2/10. And Evan went up 1/10. Yeah.
It's almost 71 on vault. That's something else. That's lovely.
That is massive. And keeping it close, I mean, 70.25 to 70.7. These teams were neck and neck on vault.
Looks like the Pride's got a pretty sizable lead going into the back two events here.
Yeah.
About 13 points, which is, it's a big gap, but they've been working for it today. They have been hitting set after set. I'm not actually sure if they haven't had any misses yet, have they?
I don't think so. And I think I said this after rings too. I don't think I've seen like a major break even. They've all been at the minimum good sets, and some have been like fantastic. Like probably some of the best sets these gymnasts have competed. They're on a tear today.
Awesome.
And honestly, William and Mary is looking great too. It's just that Pommel rotation, they lost quite a bit to Springfield on that, but every other event they've been keeping it real close. It's not like William and Mary's slouching at all either. They're putting up big scores too.
Yeah, I know, and as they should. And it's really exciting to see, because I believe the ECAC is now the biggest conference in collegiate men's gymnastics with 6 teams.
Yeah.
So the majority of the guys are here, and the better that they do, the better the conference looks, and the higher they're punching, and just the greater scope of the NCAA.
Yeah.
So it's all great. Very exciting to see.
Definitely. Cool. Well, 2/3 of the way done. We've got 2 more events. What are you looking forward to on parallel bars? This was one of my favorite events. I'd say Pommel was really my favorite, but P-bars is a very close second.
You're exceptional on P-bars. I love watching your P-bar set, man.
Thank you.
Of course. Sam Kaplan has a huge double front dismount that he is uncannily good at finding the landing on. So, knock on wood, no commentator's curse. But I would love to see him stick that today. Dominic Romano is an extremely clean P-bar worker, so I would once again not be surprised if we saw something pretty close to a 9 E-score from him. Jared Neumann's got really nice upper bar work. Aiden Coy's working back into the P-bar lineup now. He's jammed like all of his fingers a gajillion times. So he's had to take a break from underbar, but it'll be good to see him back. He also has a really good upper bar work, good difficulty. Sam Lee has been exploding on the P-bar scene this year. I think he went like 13.8 in their first meet of this year. He had, and then he went 13.6 the past couple meets. So he's starting to push up into that realm of a 14 score, and that's great to see. And he has one of the biggest dismounts I've ever seen. I say one of because, of course, you did the full twisting double back, and Sam Lay's double pike is amazing, but not quite as amazing as that.
Well, I'm excited to see this dismount and eventually see a full out from him, just like I did. I think everyone can do it. I am of the full belief that it's not as hard as it seems. It's just a mindset.
I'm gonna send you a video of me doing a back full one day and break your heart there. All right, getting
Even you,
started with
Christian.
Tyler. You whip it. It's a tough skill.
That is tough, and he flew that up. Peach right to the handstand. A little bobble on that handstand, just a little bit of an arm check, check on his arms.
It's always the handstands you're not thinking about that get you.
Right. Worked so hard, dude. Perfect. He just did a great peach, giant, fantastic. Little moy to a handstand, and then up there it is.
He has really nice toe point.
Absolutely. That was a great routine. He didn't look too happy. I guess the dismount, he took a big step. But that was a solid routine. Especially
that stick.
Those first three skills were, I mean, they were impeccably done. That Hanma to the support was big skill. Tough to do. Probably, I did it in my routine back in the day, and it was probably one of the hardest skills for me to do. I was very inconsistent at it, and he made it look easy.
I wonder if Aiden also trains a whippet. I wonder if we'll see one from him today.
Yeah, that'd be exciting.
Before he jammed a couple of his fingers and then strained his calf, not even in that order, Aiden was doing and hitting a 15-7 star value P-bar routine in which he did a whippet, Dion quarter to pelt. It was great stuff. So I'm curious to see what he puts together today.
Yeah. P-bar is a fickle friend. You can, at any point, you can just put your finger the wrong way, boom, you're out for a few days to weeks even with a fat finger.
I wonder if we'll see any giant DMs. That's another skill that's coming back. It's a little more popular now that it's been upgraded to what I think is a fair value for an E. It was a D for a bit.
Yep. Hoping we'll see some of those. Will Harrington starting it off for William and Mary. Big giant winding up. Right arm moy.
You know it's a good giant when it doesn't even travel.
Yeah. Peach to handstand. These guys are floating it up.
Yeah, that's pretty late in the set too.
Yeah.
First one.
Right?
It looks like he replaced the Suarez this week with the Peach handstand. Although I'm not sure it's technically the Suarez. It's the giant half to upper arm.
Yeah. I think we can call it a Suarez.
There we go.
I don't know. There's some naming conventions here and there. Yeah, solid
set. That's a good
set.
set from Will.
Seriously, solid set.
Tyler started off with a 12.55. Pretty good. Definitely, no major breaks, and it'll keep that momentum Springfield's built up through the entire meet now into this next routine.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, 8.25 execution on that side. Maybe it was that check in the handstand with the bent arms and that big step on the dismount. Those two were probably the big factors in that. Still a very good routine and good starting set for him.
Absolutely. I've been joking about how sticky feet win meets, but like for example, that was a 3/10 step he took. If he had stuck that, he doesn't incur the 3/10 and he gains a 10th. So that's a 4/10 swing on his score just from the stick.
Yep. Owen Carney, Dion right to the handstand, locking in. So he's got beautiful lines.
Yes.
And there's that attention to detail. He does a front uprise, huge upward swing on that, making it look perfect. And finishes with a double pike. Pretty short routine, but I mean, flawless. Skills he did were big skills and done to the basically the highest level you can.
Making the judges work for those deductions.
Right?
Now we got Jared up next. And I'm sure you'll know, but Jared is he is a very good P-bar worker. He's gonna do a great set today with some nice difficulty, and it is not even going to be close to touching the bottom of the bag of tricks he's got up his sleeve.
Definitely.
$12-8 for Owen Carney. Yeah, from a 13-7, so it's like 9-1. Yeah, 9-1 execution. He did his job perfect.
Absolutely. Big 1 1/4 to start. Wow, Jared's putting some big skills together.
Yeah,
he did that Hanma that we were talking about. He did that third skill. That is big. Healy.
And that's just textbook.
Yep. Diamondov slight movement of the hand, 1/10 deduction. No problem.
He's doing this super well. If he finds this landing, it's going to be a great score.
Yeah. Nice line. That L, he's got a good toe point, throwing it off. Again, those little details, they really add up and make a difference.
I love the calm elegance of his gymnastics.
Yeah. Big double pike. He's loving it.
Big step to the side, but that was the biggest break in the whole set. He's gonna love that.
Yeah, that should be a big score.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on that score. Jared Neumann, his current career high on P-bars is a 13.45. Let's see if he can get any closer to that today.
Yeah, I think that'll be close, if not even better.
Super impressive to see a freshman mount with 3 back-to-back D-value skills and then dismount with a full credit D-value skill.
I know. Cool. Noah Dhaliwal up on P-bars now for Springfield.
Also a Region 7 kid.
Love Region 7.
Exactly. Love to see super unbiased, but it is the best one.
Of course. Of course. We have no bias at all. Huge Suarez.
Goodness gracious, that was lofty.
Yeah.
A little handstand check, but yeah, that's probably work on him in the gym. Pause negs.
Yep. Picking it back up, that Stutz was perfection. Right to a nice giant.
He's just working through this routine.
Winding up. Double pike. Big step forward. Great routine. Again, just these dismounts.
Snapped into that.
Yeah, it's just these dismounts. I noticed we haven't seen a stuck dismount yet on P-bars.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll see one soon.
Aiden Coy's definitely one to find one. He probably sticks more than he misses when he gets going. Samley's another one. He'll drop his out of the sky.
Nice.
Sam Kaplan, Tommy Pommel. That's a very good. We could stick train.
Yeah.
Guys.
That'd be fun.
If the guys do what we know they're capable of.
And honestly, that's all you got to do. Just do what you can. Don't do any better. Because you can't do better than that.
Well, I've got the opportunity to brag about Aiden some more. Because it's my favorite hobby. Aiden is also, he's not only, an exceptional gymnast who has been the team's leading scorer for the past probably 4 years, but he also, another one of the smartest people I've ever met, 4-time award winner in academics from our school with the Provost Award, and also 4-time first-team All-American Scholar athlete.
Wow.
Another whippet. There you go.
Yeah. He starts with that really cool sidebar free hit mount. I love it. Oh, he's going big. Diam in a quarter, Stutz.
He's super good at saving that Diam quarter, even if it's a little off.
Yeah. He looked a little off there and kept it together. Ooh, man.
Ooh, yeah. And so his fingers are probably taped right now, because of the recent jam.
Yeah.
And so he might have slipped on his tape.
I see. Yeah, it looks like he was
Yeah.
pointing at his fingers there. And honestly,
Yeah.
I can understand, like, even just the just he hurt his fingers, and doing that peach is pretty painful. No matter how well you do it, it's gonna hurt your fingers. So with the tape might help a little bit, but he's probably slipping a little bit on that, and he's dealing with a little pain. So keeping it up and kept going.
Definitely did the best he could with what he had. So it's unfortunate he had that small break on the he had that break on the peach, but other than that, he worked through that routine very well. And the difficulty was just it was up there. I mean, the mount he did was a D, then he went into the whippet, another D, D on C, D on quarter D, stutz C, dismount D.
That was a monstrous routine.
Yeah.
Huge start value. I'm excited to see what that scores.
I love how comfortable he is with that upper bar work. I've seen him run that sequence a million times, and it looks like he could do it in his sleep, and I, at this point, wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. I mean, I can tell just watching how comfortable he looks there.
Sam,
cool, and here's Sam Kaplan.
Worker.
Yeah. 5th routine of the day for him. Almost done with this all-around day. Nice peach to handstand. Giant.
Ooh, from the springboard.
Classic start. Yeah, jump from the springboard. Oh, to pelt. First one we've seen today.
That was big. He had his legs nice and high on that catch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No question on that one. Made it look easy.
So Sam's he's a man after my own heart. He does a double front dismount.
I'm excited for that.
It's a tough skill to get to your feet consistently, and it's a tough skill to stick because of the blind landing. But every now and then, you find a guy.
Wow.
Who's able to just put it up and down like that.
I mean, he did that front uprise basically to a mana.
Yeah.
Winding himself up perfectly for that, and he popped that up. He had so much airtime, and he said he gave a little head shake at the end, like, "Oh man, I should be sticking that." Even though the landing was a tiny little step, 1/10 deduction, he's on that pursuit of perfection for that stick.
He's great at sticking those. He knows how, and he knew he had it. But it's all right. Maybe we'll see him start to add a half. That could be fun.
Yeah, that would be fun.
It seems like he's got pretty good air awareness.
Didn't they devalue it this quad where it's worth the same as a double front?
They did, and so funnily enough, I had actually learned a double front half. And then the week I learned it, COVID hit, and they announced that it wasn't gonna. They were devaluing it. So I ended up sticking with the double front, which I stuck half the time anyway, so it wasn't really worth the upgrade at that point. But
the half is really only to help with the stick. Nice, Sam Lee attacking this peach giant. Same starting sequence we saw from Sam Kaplan just now.
What's slightly unhinged about that is we saw he traveled on a peach and he worked with it, and he gianted back onto the uprights and did his pelt from the uprights.
I know.
There's no bounce on the bars there, first of all. And second of all, you can't get your hand all around the bar because there's metal in the way.
Yeah.
And Sam just did not let it bother him because he is just a different level of athlete. He's a competitor is what he is.
Absolutely. And I see what you mean, Christian. That double pike was wild. I don't know what else to put it. Sam, if you go back and watch this, I'm telling you, you are more than capable of doing a full twisted double back.
Thank you. I am absolutely going to let him know. Every time someone does something too high and it looks too easy, I yell out, add a flip or add a twist in the gym. And so now he no longer has a choice. It's just going to be add a twists.
Yep. It's happening. I can see it. There's a clear path forward to it.
I don't think we have any guys on that dismount this year. I know Andrew Brower did it from Ohio State for a bit, but I think that was 2 years ago now because I'm old.
Yeah.
Stephen Lewis from Springfield did it in his last couple meets right before COVID.
Oh, really?
He did. He did it very well. I want to say he stuck it actually in like the last meet we had at Springfield right before COVID.
Wow.
Super exciting and way to end it. End a routine.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Dominic Romalo closing it out for Springfield on this 5th event, parallel bars. He went for that big Tapel. He put a lot of energy into it, but shoulders are just a little far back. Looks like he sat down a bit.
Unfortunately, he kept good form though, even though he unfortunately had the break there, so he minimized the action. And the rest of this is just excellent, very much as we've seen from him all day. Great execution, very tight, very confident.
Yeah. Yep, he's going to be disappointed with that one, but I mean, like you said, the rest was really fantastic work, and I can't speak enough praise about his explosiveness. He attacks every skill. I mean, all it was a front prize, but it looked like he was putting as much effort into his front prize as his Tapel. You know, like he's not letting an easy skill take any less effort. He's gonna put the full amount of effort and make that skill just as good as any other skill. It's awesome.
You're right on, and that intentional effort, that additional excellence is what makes Dom great.
Yeah.
I want to point out the dismount for a bit. He did a very, very nice double pike, and I've seen from afar the work that he's put into that, because when he was a freshman a couple of years ago, I want to say he dismounted the front half for a bit, and so he continuously worked on that dismount up until he's got it from an AB value dismount to a D value dismount that he is doing just as well, if not better, than most of the athletes on the floor who might have come in with it from high school. And it's not always easy to learn something like that while you're in college and work it into a set as difficult as his.
Definitely. And Alec Kuzminchuk finishing out for the Pride, for the Tribe.
Super nice handstand again. A little labor on the peach handstand, the giant. His job now is to reset this out. That's going to be what's going through his head. Now that he's in his handstand, the routine is basically started over.
Yep, and he's doing a great job of it. Stutz, Diom, right to the handstand, super clean.
I'll take this front prize. And he also does a double pike dismount.
Yep. Man, the mental game that these athletes have is awesome. It takes a lot of fortitude to, have a break like that, and take that extra second to just reset your mind and put together basically a perfect second half of the routine right there. It's really easy to just let it get away from you and think, man, this routine just isn't good. Let me just get off the bars as soon as I can. But I mean, he didn't let that happen. He finished out crazy strong.
Absolutely. And so, to take a look at the scores right now, we've got Sam Kaplan in a very clear and decisive lead, 13.95 from a 15.0 difficulty. Difficulty is the highest we've seen today, and the execution is also just phenomenal, 8.95.
Yeah. That was far and away the top routine we saw on P-Bars today. Sam Lee and Jared Neumann. We got one more. Oh, I missed it. Gavin doing one more routine for all around.
Kuzmanchuk's score just came in at 12.8, which puts a P-Bar score at 64.1 for the day. That might be the highest of the season, actually.
Yeah, and really, really close to the 64.35 from Pride.
He's doing his underbar elements first with the peach handstand, giant handstand. A little struggle there on the Dion, but he's working with it. Good. Now he's settled back in. He's going to reset in his handstand. He's going to try and execute.
All right. brought it around, kept it on his feet. Nice tiny little hop.
There you go. Scrappy, but he fought through it. And that's what a good athlete does.
Yeah, and I mean, great turnaround. We saw him doing that vault in the 6th spot last rotation. Turned it around and put together a really solid parallel bar routine now. Keep his all-around score up. Sweet. So like I was saying, it is really close on P-bars here. 64-1 to 64-35. Springfield barely edging out William and Mary.
Oh, I love a strong P-bar rotation. P-bars is one of my favorite events to watch. There's just such variety in the skills that you can do between upper bar, lower bar, and upper arm that you can play to your strengths on P-bars a way that I don't think you can on other events, because just the amount of options that there are is just so much wider.
Yeah, absolutely. You can really see like different routines. I feel like some events, no offense here, but rings, I feel like you see 2 types of routines. You either see this like swing type routine, or you see the strength type routine, and there's a lot of similarities. But P-bars, totally not biased, considering it's my second favorite event. There's so much variety. There's obviously the base skills that a lot of people do, peach support, stutzes, but then whatever else, the tapelts, the moys, there's so much differences. There's so many differences that guys can put together in the routine. You can see a lot of different things.
So that's how we end up with Curran Phillips, who does one of the best P-bar routines in the world with 4 or 5 very difficult upper arm skills, and then Yul Moldauer, who is no slouch on P-bars either. Absolutely, he's right in there. He's very comparable, and Yul does so much underbar, it's unbelievable. His fingers could be that strong. He does a giant Makuts, he does giant Diam, and he does a Foken, which is the laid out Suarez.
Yeah, and I think it's his 9th skill.
I believe
I don't know how he can hold on to the bars with that much grip. 9 skills in, it's crazy.
And they're both exceptional P-bar workers, very, very similar difficulty, similar execution, and entirely different styles. But
yeah.
Now moving on to high bar.
Yeah, final event.
Coy up first.
Let's see what these teams can finish off with. Right, half talk, a little squirrely with the legs, but putting it pretty close to the handstand. Winding up, big Kovacs.
Yeah, that is actually new.
Wow, that looked like he's been doing it for years. That looked awesome.
Yeah, we had a day after NCs last year where the guys came back and a whole bunch of them decided they wanted to try and learn a Kovacs, and Aiden caught it in a day.
Wow. Shows you how talented he is. Nice. Full twisting double layout to finish out. Fantastic routine.
And a good day from a grad student, one of my best friends, 5-time USAG All-American and 5-time All-Conference honors, Aiden Coy.
Wow. Quite the resume.
He's, one of the most impressive people I've ever met.
Yeah.
Super, super humble about him. I'm not sure you could pull that information out of him if you put the CIA on it.
Jaden Lobstein starting it off for Springfield.
So had that awesome Pommel. That's excited to see him again.
Big Yamawaki. I'm sad they devalued that. Yeah, I'm sad they devalued that to a C. I think a good Yamawaki is tough to do properly.
Exactly. Ooh, that was nice.
Yeah, nice pike to Kachev. And following up with a straddle. Very dynamic.
He caught with great pressure on that straddle.
Oh yeah.
Just gonna kick up. There you go. Good.
Awesome.
Good job, Jada. That was awesome.
Now, maybe I wasn't paying attention there, but did I miss it? Did he not do a single front gianting skill?
I think you'd be right, now that you say it
Yeah.
out loud.
Right? That's pretty cool, actually.
Another way to play to your strengths.
Yeah, yeah. I kind of like that. Like, I think this quad they changed the rules so you don't have to, go both directions. And I mean, I like it. I think we're seeing more uniqueness because a lot of times you just see someone do like a blind change and a pirouette just to get a front giant, but
Yeah.
we don't need to see that anymore. So guys can do other skills.
This should be a cool routine. Evan's got some really flexible shoulders, so in the middle he's got some
I can see
huge.
that with the massive layout to Kachev, and that straddle was textbook.
Super clean on high bar. Great lines. So you should see it here soon.
Jam right to the handstand. There's those
And
flexible
the
shoulders.
Russian giant.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about.
I cannot imagine my shoulders would actually come off my body. They're barely attached as it is. He's a tall guy, so he's going to get this dismount all the way up. Plant the landing. Yep. That's great.
Wow.
He's going to be really happy with that.
That was impeccable.
I know he's really happy right now. He's been having a little bit of a tough time with high bar in the gym recently. Although, of course, that's relative because I think he's an exceptional high bar worker. But he's going to be super happy with that. It's got to be really satisfying to know he put in all that work after all those frustrating hours in the gym. And when it mattered, he shut it off.
Yeah. Yeah. Like I said, it's that mental fortitude. You come into a meet and you want to treat it like practice, but it is a competition. It is different. And to be able to put that together, it's a skill that's hard to hone, but these guys are fantastic at it. That was cool. It starts with a piked endo.
Felix is another strong high bar worker.
Yeah.
Ooh, great angle on that jam.
Yep, those long lines that we saw on Pommel really help his high bar routine too.
Yeah, right into the endo. I like the flow of this routine.
Yeah. Solid straddle to Kachev. Winding up for the dismount. Oh, 2 sticks in a row.
There we go, stick train.
I know. I'd love to see every routine stuck from here on out.
All right, Sam Lee. Yeah, Sam Lee has the 13-2 just popped in from Evan Secret. That is
Wow.
a great score. He's in. At 13-1-5, so he beats it up by half a tenth later, a year later.
Wow.
Sam Lee, another one. His P-bar dismount is impressive. His dismount here is just as impressive. Sometimes I make fun of him, call him Icarus, because he will spot that dismount from as high as the sun is in the sky.
And we see him
drop it
backdoor a
down.
bit on that half to talk. It'll be a half point for going the wrong way. Puts that Kovacs really high, just puts it a little close to the bar, so he's got to work out of it. Same with this layout to Kachev.
Got a lot of difficulty packed in this set.
Seriously. Straddle looks good, though. He nailed that one. Nice flight quast. A lot of guys do it almost like a blind change to pirouette, but he does a nice hop full. I see what you mean with calling Icarus. That was high up there.
And he drops it, and so every time he misses that one of those sticks, I make fun of him calling Icarus, falling out the sky. Felix, dude, Felix with a, what is that? A 9-3, 9-2 execution.
9-2 execution.
And then Jaden also with a 9-0 on high bar. These guys are
That is
crushing it.
unheard of. Wow. Let's look at this replay of Sam. Yeah, that is huge.
He is a full body height above the bar.
Yeah.
He's coming back from an ankle injury, so he can double, and when he doubles, it's very tight in the air. It looks almost just like his vault, funnily enough.
Yeah. Oh, so I have no doubt.
Hopefully he'll work that back into the set soon.
Yep. Add a twist, like you say. Add a twist.
Yeah. I wouldn't be mad if he found a way to add a flip either. Full twisting triple.
Yeah, I'd be ready for that. Call that a bell, right? Maybe not laying it out, so. But you can tuck it. That's fine. Yeah, I'll allow it.
Exactly. I'll concede that one point.
Noah Dhaliwal. Let's see him on high bar.
Aggressive in bar work.
Winding up. Oh, man. That was a big aggressive tap. High Tkachev. Just fingertips. And I've seen some people catch that and, peel off in the front. So maybe it was better that, he missed it and just, keeps it safe. Just lands on his feet in the back. Perfect straddle. Brings it back. And you can see he's attacking this now. He's going so fast. Yep.
Ooh,
big layout, full out dismount.
Yeah, he was cranking. He was able to utilize that frustration from coming off the bar and channel it into the rest of a good high bar set.
Yeah.
So is that their? I know Dom may have sat down his to pout, but is Noah the first one to full clean come off the equipment for Springfield?
I think so.
Unfortunate that it happened, of course, but just another testament to the great day that Springfield is having, nearing a 30 for 30 day.
Yeah, seriously.
And 30 also, for 30 is partway through the season.
Yeah, right. It's only up from here.
Another one with very cool high bar set. He's got the Zuli Min. I know he does with one arm as well. He also has some L grip in bar work, which is not very common.
That's always tough on the shoulders. Nice Tkachev.
Yeah, he's capable of a Kovac. So it looks like he's not shooting for it today, which is all right. He's got more than enough difficulty.
There it is, the endo and L grip.
Yeah. Very, very cool.
Yeah.
A little struggle on the regular endo.
Nice.
Working that dismount well. Yeah. Gavin's from 5280, and you can tell his gymnastics just looks very, very nice. Great line, good difficulty. I'm very excited to see what this freshman has in store for the rest of his college career.
Yeah. Only a freshman, and he's putting up some absolutely amazing routines already.
And his first ever meet at West Point, at West Point, I believe he medaled. I say medaled loosely because they give you these really cool obelisk trophies on all around and I believe floor.
Wow. First ever collegiate meet. That's pretty huge. And for such a big meet like West Point Open.
It took me till my senior year to make finals.
Owen Carney, big half talk. Winding up here for a Kovac skill. Yeah, there's the Kovacs. Oh, man. Big layout to Tkachev. just missed the turnover a little bit, and he knew he saw the bar was just pulling away from him, so he let it turn over to his back.
He's got a super aggressive and early tap, and I mean, the height he gets, is a perfect example of why he does it that way. It's very explosive, great amplitude above the bar. Unfortunate, it was just a little off today.
Yeah. Winding up for another Tkachev. Straddle. Ooh, fingertips, but, I mean, huge. He caught, like, 45 degrees above horizontal. Beautiful dismount.
And that's textbook. Well, goodness gracious.
Yeah. Man, it's so impressive to me how every single one of these guys, and if there's some sort of break, they're able to just bring it right back in and nail the rest of their routine. I don't think we've seen a single guy with a major error, screw up the rest of his routine. It's been fantastic routines back to right afterwards, over and over again.
They are doing a fantastic job. They know their job doesn't change. If anything, the mission's that much harder. Oof.
Yeah.
Looks like the start value on Gavin's routine is a little strange.
2.5. I don't know about that.
That doesn't seem right.
Finishing off for William & Mary, the competition is Ricky.
Another big Yami.
Huge.
This could be a high-flying routine depending on what he's got today.
Wow. Coleman. That was like 4 or 5 feet above the bar. I think I could have stood on the bar and he would have been over me. I can see why he's the anchor here. This is some massive quality and difficulty gymnastics.
Anchor since he was a freshman. Ricky is an absolute stud on high bar. And he didn't do it today, but he also does a one-armed front giant, which is really funky and awesome.
Yeah.
There we go. And he clinches the stick.
Nailed it. I mean, that's going to be a big score. I don't even know what to say. That's going to be a huge score. We'll see if he can come close to those 13-2 and 13-3 that are leading the field with Evan and Felix. I would think it's going to be
slow-mo
right around there or higher.
Just, whew.
Yeah.
Face on Sam Kaplan. He might have been a little closer in person, I guess. Sam Kaplan, though, is another guy who he has some of the highest Kovacs in the country.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no. So we'll see if he plans on competing it today, but he can launch himself up there.
All right.
It's always awesome to watch someone who just truly understands how the bounce of the bar works, and he's very good at utilizing that.
Yeah. Going to the moon? Is it happening? Wow. Oh, man. Yeah, that Coleman was massive. Just a little bit too far.
Big difficulty. And sorry, I'm struggling to remember. I think he's only a sophomore.
Really, only a sophomore. There's a lot of good gymnastics left from him then. And a lot of good gymnastics left from his routine right now. I'm ready for it.
Yeah, right. He's a sophomore. He's a sophomore mounting with a giant Coleman. Big E skill, very difficult.
Oh, he's doing it again or just a Kovacs? Yep, put the Kovacs right on top. Love it. Pike Stalder, man, he's got some big stuff.
I'm glad they brought those back. I think they are very cool looking.
Absolutely. And the piked endo, he's putting it all together. Winding up. Last bit of gymnastics for this competition. Duck.
There we go.
Again, I can't say enough about these guys. He has this break and comes back with a absolutely amazing finish.
That was exceptional. I liked all of that. The way he came back. I mean, even the miss he had, it was a great miss. He didn't miss it because he was playing it safe. He missed it and he was shooting for perfection on that skill. And if you're going to miss, you might as well might as well be how you go out, not because you played it safe.
100%.
Now 13-5 from Ricky.
Wow, that is massive.
Yeah, I'm
well
gonna consult
deserved.
the spreadsheet. That is in fact a career high for Ricky Pism. Yeah, by almost 4/10. His previous career high was a 13.15 from Penn State last year, and the sophomore is now at 13.5.
Massive. I mean, I don't know what else to say. That was an absolutely amazing routine.
Good, well deserved.
That
That'll feel
Coleman's,
really nice.
like I said, I'm pretty sure I could stand on that bar, and he would do a Coleman above me. It was huge. He's waiting on Sam's score here, and then we'll have the final results. But let's take a look at high bar here. Yeah, I think we were saying these execution scores, like, they are killing it. 9.0, 9.2. We have another 9.0 from Jaden down there. It's crazy. It is so hard to get anywhere near 9, but these guys are putting on a show. I mean, these routines were done flawlessly.
You got to remember
Ricky,
some of these athletes, like Sam Kaplan, who unfortunately missed his Coleman. He didn't even get the value of that skill, right? So he's at a 14.2, missing a whole skill. That's a 14.7 start value if he catches his Coleman.
yeah, and that means he gets credit back for the skill, 5/10, and if he catches it, he doesn't get a fall. He would have been right up there with Ricky at a 13.55 around.
Exactly.
That's pretty awesome. I mean, this was a great finish for both teams. Exciting event. We had some misses here and there. We had some absolute perfection routines. It was exciting.
Wow, is that just 397.85 for Springfield? That is massive.
Wow.
I'm trying to think. I think that is their highest score in years.
I think it might be.
And well deserved.
I mean,
they did their job today.
Yeah. I mean, you were saying it before. We see a lot of these Big Ten schools with big difficulty, and you're saying, okay, we bring it back to the ECAC, and we're looking for good execution. But here's the proof: good execution makes that huge difference. I mean, a 397 is on par with a lot of the scores that we've seen from these Big Ten teams this year. That is right up there.
Yeah, no, I'm looking in this moment. I think that is our highest score in at least 5 years.
Yeah, and 385.05 from William Mary is also massive.
That is easily their highest score this year, by probably over 10 points.
Yeah, I think we were seeing earlier. It was like a 366 maybe, so it's almost 20 points. Or sorry, 371 I think was the previous high. So it's like almost 15 points higher.
Yeah, that's exceptional. Great job from both teams today. This is exactly what they both needed. Come out, hit their sets, and let the judging fall where it's going to fall. So today, obviously, the Springfield Pride took the win, and they worked for it. All right, and William and Mary didn't make it too easy on them either. They hit set after set, and aside from the slight breaks on a rougher horse rotation, they did a great job.
Absolutely. I mean, if we take a look at these spreads here, it was really the first 3 events that gave Springfield that big advantage, and mostly Pommel horse. Floor and rings were within around 3 points, and vault, P-bars, and high bar, I mean, Springfield barely edged out William and Mary on vault and P-bars. 4.5 tenths, 2.5 tenths, that's basically 1 or 2 deductions. And high bar, William and Mary put it together and, beat Springfield, took the event title by over a point.
Cool. This was a treat.
Yeah, this was a lot of fun. It was great commentating with you, Christian. I think we're gonna kick it back over to the awards. Might be up next.
All right. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in. And Akash, I assure you the pleasure was all mine.
Yeah, it was great. I'd love to do this again, and huge thanks to Verdius for putting this on. It's really awesome that we're able to get these live streams. And of course, thanks to these two teams. Great show, athletes who are amazing. Great to be on, and great to be on with you, Christian.
Thank you. I feel the same way.
Cool. Signing out.
Bye.
Now for the results of today's meet. Your floor exercise event title winner is from Springfield College, Will Wilson, with a score of 15.7. Your following event title winner is a tie, both from Springfield College, Felix Friedman and Hayden Kramer, with a score of 15.7. Your still rings event title winner is from Springfield College, Will Wilson, with a score of 13.65. Your vault event title winner is from William and Mary, Sam Lee, with a score of 13.45. Your parallel bars event title winner is from Springfield College, Sam Kaplan, with a score of 13.55. Your horizontal bar event title winner is from William and Mary, Ricky Heasem, with a score of 13.5. William and Mary ended with a score of 385.05, and Springfield College ended with a 397.85.
pressure they put on me until I shine. My life is symbiotic with the culture, I could never ever lose the vibe. Make sure they roll and rain up for me, 'cause it's been a long ride. We doing this shit for money too, keep us name alive. One take. Green light, don't stop. Go. I wear chains with my shirt off when I get my dick sucked. And she keep it in a throat like she got the hiccups. I ain't talk about no love though if I hit the lick up. I don't sell, I used to snort the shit or beat that brick up. I don't give a fuck about who's streaming, pull the list up. I'm a father, look at what I did to raise these kids up. There won't be a day I need a vest under my zip up. Cause every time they try to send a shot, it always missed us. I hear that shit in real life. I do not fear the afterlife. My cousin tried to suffocate me. Said the voice in his head was Jesus Christ. Healing my bruise with a piece of ice. I held on myself when I needed a family. Instead I was left to my own device. Swallowed a pill like a piece of rice. I slept in the attic, had demon nights. That's in the house, I bleed low. I saw my friends, I was changed. Now he just a body with no soul. I'm back in the game, got a lot of exes. We break a cheat code. I had a couple rappers sleeping out the spot with that team broke. I can see the double R's when I creep slow. You can't hold my dick if you can't deep throw. Yeah, turn up my voice, make this beat low. I create the way, but I don't own no beach clothes. Lately I made a lot of enemies. Lately I've been going through it mentally. So I got a palm out, a rock in a pocket in public, protecting my energy. Spiritually you couldn't measure me. My soul has been here for a century. We came out of high school together and